Okay, so basically what I did is I already cut the line up there. There was a couple of brackets holding it. I just took it out of the brackets, and the line that was up here, and see I got this rubber wiring harness out of the way. I dropped it down. So here is this this line. I just basically, like I said, there was, whoops, like I said, there was a couple of brackets holding it up. I just pulled it back down because there's a rubber hose over here that it goes into, so it was easy to pull down. And then I just clamped the wire cutter here, because whenever you have a leak, because it's leaking like right here, whenever you have a leak, it's because the lines are pretty much rotted. So rather than cutting, you know, right here and then right here, just enough to get rid of that crack, you want to go a little farther down the line where it's clean and not quite as rotted out. As you can see, the difference between this and this. And I went even farther up. Now here I'm kind of limited with how much room I have before I get to the rubber hose. Now I'm not even going to try taking this apart, because I can almost guarantee you that's not going to come apart. It might, because it looks like it's pretty well lubricated, but at the same time it's really rusty. So rather than trying to find this specific fitting right here, thread into this rubber hose, which goes up to the radiator up there for the trans cooler, I'm just going to cut it here, and I'm just going to put a compression fitting in, and a compression fitting over where I cut it elsewhere, and then just buy a small section of pipe. Now you can bend the pipe by hand, but I have an actual pipe bender. So, you know, it'll be a little bit easier for me. But if you don't have a pipe bender handy, or even one of these fancy pipe cutters, you can always cut this with a grinder, a cutoff wheel. A simple hand saw will do with a steel blade. Shoot, you could probably even cut it with a set of dikes or wire cutters or side cutters, whatever you want to call them. It's just that when you go to cut them with that, you're going to pinch the line, so you're going to take some pliers and you're going to have to open the line back up, in which case it won't be nicely rounded anymore, so you won't be able to get a compression fitting in there to make a good seal. So the only way you could do it if you don't have a pipe cutter and you're going to use dikes would be to put a rubber hose on here with a couple of clamps, in which case transmissions produce so much pressure that I wouldn't consider or even condone using a rubber hose with clamps to try and fix it. So this is the proper way to do it. So basically you just clamp this on there nice and tight, and then you just spin it. I'm having a hard time holding the phone or camera while I spin this because the rubber hose is giving, but yeah, you just basically clamp it on there and you just keep spinning this until and then it'll get loose because it'll cut, and you tighten it some more and spin it some more, and eventually it'll cut right through and it gives you a nice straight cut like you got on this end. So we'll stay tuned for part 3 of putting the new hose in.